Hi everyone, and welcome to the 30-day challenge. My name is Naomi and I'm a yoga teacher from Cape Town. Today's class is a spicy little hip focus practice. We'll be doing some mobility work as well as strengthening into the hips and of course creating some nice juicy space. It's really helpful to have 2 yoga blocks. If you do have them, you can bring them to your mat. If you don't have them, you can also do without. So yeah, let's get started. If you do have your blocks, I would just put them at the top end of the mat and we'll use them in a moment. And then let's just come to a comfortable seat to begin. So you can sort of come to the top end of your mat and cross whichever ankle in front of the other. And then settle down into your seat. Close the eyes or softly gaze downward. And then just feel for grounding through the sitting bones, feeling each sit bone evenly weighted on the ground. The spine like a telescope, see if you can lift up and lengthen out of the tailbone and up through the crown of your head. Soften the shoulders down and away from the ears and broaden out the collarbones. And then just take one more moment here just to bring yourself present to your breath, to the feeling of being really nice and grounded through your seat. Instead of allowing yourself to arrive on your mat. And especially when we practice in the virtual space, it's nice to create an intention for the practice. To really intentionally carve out the space for you to fully show up for yourself. Which can sometimes be challenging without the energy of a group class. So we make the intention to be present in our bodies and in our breath for the duration of the practice. And let's breathe into that. And take your hands beside your thighs and widen your fingers like you're stretching into the webbing of your hands. Hold that intention in the palms of your hands. And then take a giant breath in as you lift the arms up and above the head, lengthening the sides of the body. Connect the right palm to the left and above your head. And then on exhale, simply bring the hands into your heart space, into Anjali Mudra. Good. Let's take another deep breath in. Heart into hands, lift up nice and tall through the crown of the head. Big breath. And then exhale, gently bow, forehead to fingertips, sealing in that intention. Good, and then just lift the head, gently blink the eyes open. And then let's get started in a wide malasana. So a wide seated malasana. You're gonna bring your heels in and your toes out. You can move your blocks off out to the side for now. And then just take your hands behind you and lift and puff through the chest space a little bit. So you're just opening the chest space but grounding down into your hands. And then we're going to windshield wipe the legs. So we're working with some hip mobility to begin, just to start to create a little bit of warmth and heat there. So take an inhale, lift the heart space, and then on your exhale, draw the right knee towards the left heel. So you're already going to feel an internal rotation in that inner right thigh, a gentle external rotation in the outer left hip. And then pass through center on the inhale, and then on the exhale over towards the other side. So left knee towards the right heel. Feel now the internal rotation on the left and the external rotation on the right. We're going to go back to the left, so swivel back through center on your inhale, and then exhale, right knee towards the left, and then take your right arm and take your whole body and fold over the line of the left thigh here. So you can rest the left forearm down. Press the right fingertips into the mat, so that's a nice little anchor point of stability. And then you can press the right knee down, lift the right heel. So just the knee grounds, the right heel rises up. And then you're gonna feel that hits right into glute med, into your outer right glute. Spread the toes, breath in. And then exhale, lower the foot down. So you might not feel much sensation, and that's fine. We just want to create some kind of sensation so you can take your awareness there. So again, firm into the right knee, lift the right heel, take an inhale, feel the outer right glute fire, and then exhale, place the foot down. Okay. This time, do it again. Lift the right heel, press into the right knee, breathe in. Pause for your exhale, and then lift the right shin, the whole lower leg parallel to the earth. So you're creating sort of like a fire hydrant-like shape here. And squeeze the right heel gently towards the right buttocks, spread the toes. Take an inhale, and then exhale, curl and round, right knee towards the right elbow. So you'll feel the tailbone tuck down a little bit, like Mula Bandha activating a little bit. You're gonna breathe in here, and then on exhale, kick the leg back. So flex through the foot, straighten out the leg, and then bring the heel back into the space behind you a little bit. Again, you're gonna feel that outer glute fire a little bit. You're gonna spread your toes. Okay, let's do that again. Inhale, squeeze, curl, and round, tuck the tailbone. Exhale, extend the leg on the diagonal, flex through the foot. Okay, one more like that. Inhale, squeeze and round and pull in. And then exhale, go full extension, flex through the toes. Okay, now here, see if you can get the leg a little higher. Think half moon with that right leg, and then 5 little pulses. So you're gonna go 5, 4, lifting up and down, 3, 2, 1, breathe in, and then exhale, bring the knee back in towards the right elbow, and then just place the right knee behind the left heel. Good, and then slowly rise up on the inhale. You can use no hands maybe, or if you need them, use them. And then exhale, left knee towards the right heel, and then we'll repeat here. So you're gonna draw the right forearm down. You're gonna cup the left fingertips into the mat and feel that. Press into the left knee, lift the left heel. Inhale. Exhale, lower the leg. Again, inhale, lift up. Feel the outer glutes. Exhale, lower down. One more, lift it up, hold. Then lift the whole lower leg, try to get it parallel to the earth and squeeze a little bit the left heel towards the buttocks. Take an inhale, and then exhale, curl, left knee, left elbow. Okay, inhale here. On the exhale is the extension, so kick the leg back, spread through the toes. Draw the heel back into the space behind you until you feel the outer glute light up. Take an in-breath, and then exhale, squeeze and round. So we'll change the breath now. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend and curl. Tuck the tail. One more like that. Inhale, go full extension here. Flex through the toes. Get the heel as high as you can get it. And then 5 little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. And then bring it slowly in. And then gently place left knee behind the right heel. Okay, no hands or hands. Rise up back into a seated malasana. Bring the hands into the chest when you're ready. Take a deep breath in here, press elbows into inner knees and lift the crown of the head. So keep squeezing inner knees back and towards the elbows. Okay, and then from here we're gonna move right into malasana. So take your hands behind you, bring your heels tightly in towards your buttocks, toes will flare out. And then from here you're gonna take each block, if you've got them, and place them underneath where your hands will go for a forward fold. Bring your elbows back into the inner knees, lift the crown of the head, take a nice breath in. And then exhale, we're gonna go from this bent position into a straight one. So ground your palms, start to elevate your seat, turn your toes and your heels out, and then just melt the crown of the head down inside the line of the legs. So it's almost like you're setting up here for like a Titibhasana type shape. So your elbows are inside the inner lines of the legs if you can get them. And you're kind of just allowing the head to hang nice and heavy. Soft face, soft eyes. Feel the ground beneath the soles of your feet. And the space between your toes. The weight evenly distributed between heel and bull mount. Good, firm your hands into your blocks. Take a halfway lift, elongate the crown. Try to draw the crown of the head out of the tailbone. Breath in. And then breath out, go back down. So a little bit deeper maybe into your forward fold. All right, we're gonna go for a halfway lift again. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, you're gonna step back into a hovering tabletop position. So draw your toes back or draw your feet back and then bend the knees and let them hover above the mat. Nice firming down into your palms and rounding into your upper back. Take a deep breath in there. On your exhale, drop your knees down towards the mat. You're in a tabletop position. Sink the heart, lift and open the throat for a cow pose on your inhale. So just warming up the spine a little bit, tilt the tailbone up to the ceiling. And then exhale, dome and round and press the mat away for a cat pose. So here you want to lift the spine a little higher than the shoulders as you deeply protract them. Okay, and then 2 more like that. Inhale, lift and open the throat, find a cow pose, curl ears back. Exhale, round and arch, move into your cat pose. 1 more, sink down through the heart, lift and open up through the throat, take a deep breath into your cow pose. Just 1 more cow actually, and then make sure there's space for your chest to fit through. Exhale, keep the cow-like shape, move into Ashtangasana, so draw the elbows into the waistline, shrug the shoulders back on the back body, keep the toes tucked under, and then slowly slither all the way down onto your belly. Firm the balls of the feet, the palms down. Inhale, lift into a little cobra position, broadening out through the collarbones. And then exhale, take it back, forehead to the mat. Good, ground your knees, your feet, your hands, press to tabletop, inhale, and then just move it back to a gentle child's pose on your exhale, allowing the forehead to melt down towards the mat. Okay, so feeling into this extended child's pose just for a moment. Firming the hands down and forward, firming the hips down and back. Good. Now look forward. Move forward, plank pose. So it's almost like you're pouncing. Hands down, move forward into a plank pose on your inhale. Firm your palms, round your upper back. And then exhale, lift up and press back, downward facing dog. Okay, so just take 3 breaths here, feeling into the hands and the feet, feeling the length of your arms, feeling your shoulders wrap down and away from the ears. If you need to, bend your knees a little bit and lift the heels up slightly, and that will help you tilt the pelvis in an anterior tilt and help you lengthen the spine a little. Take some of the pressure off the hamstrings. 1 more breath in. Stay for the exhale. Good, and then from here, inhale high to the balls of your feet. Feel the stretch in the necks of your toes. And then on the exhale, find a tabletop position again, so pop your knees down. Okay, from here we're gonna start with the right side. You're gonna lift the right knee the height of the right hip. So it's like a fire hydrant. Stabilize your shoulders, lift the right knee the height of the right hip. Feel that same activation in the outer glute. And now take 3 very slow and deliberate circles. So you're circling the right knee like you're painting a circle with the kneecap, and you're moving in one direction. And then here, feel like you can stabilize the hands and the left side. So you're just rotating the head of the femur bone into the socket of the hip. Okay, next time the knee comes to the height of the hip, pause and then change the direction. So you're gonna move it in an anti-clockwise direction. Really mindful of moving in a smooth circular motion just on the right side. Good, next time the knee comes to the height of the hip, pause there, firm your palms, squeeze the heel towards the buttocks, and now like we did seated, you're gonna inhale, extend the right leg on the diagonal. So kick the heel back, spread through the toes, lift the heel up high, take a deep breath in. Exhale, curl and round, right knee in towards the right elbow. So tuck the tailbone, and then from here, you're gonna go ahead and step your right foot on top of the right block. Okay, it might not be the same size as your foot, that doesn't matter. And then you're gonna lift the left knee and replace the left hand with the left foot. So you're standing on both of your blocks, and now you're in Malasana, heels in, toes out. Okay, firm your feet. Through a squat pose, you're gonna rise, so root down to rise up, inhale. Lightly squeeze the outer glutes as you lift and lengthen the arms up overhead, tuck tail, lift kneecaps, and then exhale, go back down into Malasana. 2 more like that. Root down, rise up, inhale. Exhale, lower down. One more, root down, rise up, inhale. And exhale, lower down. Good, take a deep breath in, lift the crown. Exhale, place your hands on your block, step back into, this time, a hovering tabletop position. So the knees hover above the mat. You're rounding the upper back, take a deep breath in. Exhale, tap the knees down towards the mat. And then this time press into a plank pose. So send the heels back, feel the lower abdominals come online. Deeply tuck the tailbone, take a deep breath in. Exhale, tap the knees. Lower them all the way down, bend your elbows, Ashtangasana, the chest goes down. Curl the balls of the feet into the mat, rise into a hanging cobra this time. So lift and open up the chest space. If you can, your knees are lifted, your kneecaps are lifted. You're lighting up behind the back of the knees. This is your inhale. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Fully in with your breath and fully out. Okay, let's move to the other side. Balls of feet, we rise up. Knees pop down, exhale. Okay, stabilize the shoulders, so a little light protraction there. Firm right hand, right knee. Left knee starts to lift. So you're starting to take those circles. Work as slow as you can. Next time the knee comes to the height of the hip, change the direction of the circle. Circle can be as big or as little as needed. Good. Next time the knee comes to the height of the hip, pause there, and then we're going to go inhale, extend. So kick the leg back slightly on the diagonal, spread through the toes, feel the outer left hip light up, so the hip is open and stacked like a half moon. This is your breath in. And then exhale, squeeze, curl and round, knee towards elbow, step foot on top of block, step the right foot on top of the right block, sit down, Malasana. We repeat our squats. Rise, inhale. So with blocks underneath you, you're going to feel the muscles you have to use to stabilize, which is great. Exhale, go down. Again, root and rise, inhale. Lift kneecaps, firm outer glutes. Exhale, go down. One more big breath in, lift up. And exhale, lower down. Take a deep breath in, lift the crown. Exhale, step it back to high plank this time. Inhale into the high plank. Exhale, chaturanga knees if you need. Upward facing dog or hanging cobra. Take a full breath, broaden the chest. Downward facing dog. Exhale, hips up, hips back. Breath in, breath out. Okay, adding and building. We're going to do one long sequence where we'll move in and out of intensity. So where it feels really tough, know that there is some sweetness and surrender to follow. Balls of feet rise up, inhale. On your exhale, knees to hover above the mat and then drop them down. Find a cow pose this time, lift and open the throat, curl the ears back. On your exhale, find a hovering cat. So firm your palms, lift your knees. Now amping it up a little bit. Right knee, the height of the right hip, inhale. Stabilize through your hands. Exhale, extend the leg back on the diagonal, kick through the right heel. Okay, this time we'll straighten the left knee as we connect right knee to right elbow. So inhale, right knee, right elbow, straighten the left knee. Exhale, lower the left knee and kick the leg back. Again, inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, hover the left knee, extend the right leg. One more, right knee to right elbow. Inhale here, now hold, stay for your exhale. Step the foot on top of the block. Shift your left foot back. And for a moment, go into an easy twisting lunge. So left hand grounds, right arm rises up and opens up towards the ceiling. So when you've got a block under your foot, you're going to really feel much deeper into the sensation. So if you want to take the block away, you can. But feel the lifting of that left hip, firming of the left kneecap up, so you're lighting up behind the left knee. Now take a deep breath in here. On exhale, melt the left knee to the mat. Bend the right elbow and bend the left knee at the same time as you squeeze heel towards elbow. So you don't need to reach for the foot, it's not really necessary here, but start to feel as you squeeze the heel towards the buttocks, the left hamstring group comes online, and then you can pull the right shoulder blade down the spine. If you want to, you can gaze towards that left heel. If you want to, you can place the heel of the right hand on the heel of the left foot, bring the heel into the palm and press the palm back into the heel, creating a strong co-contraction there. One more breath in. Stay for your exhale. Watch the left shoulders rolling from the ear. And then release the hand from the foot. Sweep the right arm up and over the ear. Big breath in. And then on the exhale, hand down onto your block or maybe onto the mat. Straighten the right leg for a half Hanumanasana. So here, so nice to have a block underneath the heel because you can really feel the firming down and slight pulling back of that right heel. Almost like you could bring the block towards the back of the mat with the foot, but it doesn't move. And then your toes curl back towards the shin. It doesn't have to be static. You can take a couple little pulses here. So we're really working each pose to its max, seeing as though we only do it one time. So feel into that. Okay, and then from here, you're going to re-bend your right knee, stamp on the block, look at your left shin, make it parallel to the back of your mat. So you're creating a little kickstand. Right hand inside of that right foot and block. Lean the shoulder into the inner knee, press the inner knee back into the shoulder, and open up into an extended side angle variation. So you're opening up space in the left side. Deep bend through that right leg. It's going to feel quite strong. Lovely little opener there for the inner groin, the outer hip. Good, now firm into right foot, left knee and top of foot. Rise into like a warrior two variation. So you're going to gaze over the right fingertips. And you're moving the skin from the groin to the knee, and then you're plugging back from the knee into the groin with the musculature. Take a deep breath in there. Exhale, take it back. Left hand comes to the back of the mat. You can straighten out your right leg, and then I would put the foot inside of the block so you've got more stability. And turn, you probably can't see there because of the block, but turn the right toes in slightly so they match up with the left knee, and then you're a lot more stable. So lift and open up through the chest, little side plank variation here. Okay, let's firm right foot, firm left hand, so much that you can bring the left knee towards the right knee. So squeeze it in, then bring the knee up a little bit towards the height of the shoulder, and then it's like you're moving into a hovering fallen triangle. You're going to slowly find extension through that left leg, ground the foot, lift your hips up and open the chest. Fallen star, fallen triangle. Big breath in. Exhale, left arm up and over the ear, ground the right hand. Rising onto sort of the ball of the right foot for a moment. Actually, you can be on the inner arch, and then allow the outer left hip to sort of move down towards the left palm for a lovely, strong ITB release. And then lift up in slow motion, lift the leg up towards the ceiling, open the hip, bend the knee, and squeeze the heel towards the buttocks. You're welcome to stay right here. Or rise the ball of the right foot and slowly step left foot behind the right, finding your flip of the dog. Or wild thing is you lift and open up your chest. So you can straighten the left leg, you can keep it bent. Big breath in. On your exhale, slowly you're going to move towards the back end of your mat. Ground the left hand. Bring the left knee towards the left elbow and hold here. One-legged high plank, knee to elbow. Inhale, knee to right elbow. Exhale. To the left, in. To the right, X. To the left, in. To the right, X. Keep protracting the shoulders to the left, in. Hold. Place the knee down. Half pigeon for a moment. So soften into the shape here. Sink down into that outer left hip. You can go as deep as you like. And we'll only be in this shape one time, so if there's something you want to quickly add on, then go ahead. And can we use sensation as a way, so where you feel sensation, allow the sensation to take you deeper into your body. So sensation is information. So feel where you feel the sensation and see if you can kind of, if you need to back off a little bit, or you could maybe go a little bit deeper. You could facilitate a little more spaciousness and release. For 2. And for 1. Okay, from here you're going to take your left forearm out to make a little kickstand. Starts to come onto the inner line of the right leg. The inner arch of the right foot is grounded. And then this is quite a Pilates style move. You're going to firm the left side and you're going to lift the right leg up. Again, that's that half moon shape. You're going to feel that energy from the outer glute to the outer heel. And then from here, we're going to try to sit up, bring the right knee in towards the elbows, sit on that left hip and see if you can sneak the right heel outside of the left knee. So your legs are squeezing together, you're adducting, but the foot is not down. You're going to breathe in and then exhale, go back on the diagonal, extend the leg. Again, inhale, rise up. And exhale, take it back. One more, inhale, rise up. Now hold this one. And then place the heel outside of the knee and then go for a twist, left elbow, right knee gazing over the right shoulder. So elongating here through the spine and really rotating the left ribs to the right as you gaze over the right shoulder. Holding for 3. And 2. And 1. Let's bring the gaze forward. From here, you're going to take both hands behind you. Already set up for a figure 4 stretch. So left heel underneath right knee, full flexion through the right foot, and then scooch the right buttocks towards the left heel. Lift and puff the chest. Okay, from here, we're going to come down onto the forearms for a moment, and then lift the right hand towards the right foot, and then carefully lower yourself onto your back. You're going to take left foot into a half buttock, right leg into a half happy baby. So if you can, hold the outer edge of the right foot with the right hand, and then just feel for stabilizing your sacrum here. So you want to feel like your weight is even between the left side and the right side, even in an asymmetrical pose. So stabilize the sacrum, stabilize the back of the head, nice neutral curves to the back of the neck, and everything else is relaxed and stable. And we're just finding space, inner groins and outer hips. So be with that sensation. If you want to straighten the right leg and it doesn't lift up the left hip, go ahead. 2. And 1. From here, see if you can release the right foot without from the hand without moving the foot. So you're hugging muscle around bone. Get your hands out the way and match the left side to the right side. So bring the knee in, malasana on the ceiling. Okay. Now we're going to cross right thigh over the left, but again, you don't necessarily need to touch the thighs, but make the shape of Gomukhasana, which is the cow face pose. I think the legs are like the horns. So you're going to inhale here, and then exhale, open the legs back out. Okay, so cross left thigh over right, inhale, make the Gomukhasana shape, and then exhale, open the legs. So nice, slow control. Feel the adduction. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, open. Inhale, squeeze, really toning too for the inner thighs. And exhale, open. Okay, this time you're going to hook the full cow face pose, so take a deep breath in. And then exhale, cross the thighs, bring the knees into the chest, and then you can take hands to heels, hands to inner calf muscles, and you can guide the toes a little higher to the ceiling. So you're wanting to pull the heels apart, but squeeze the inner thighs together, and breathe for 3. 2, nice deep sensation there. And 1. Okay, let's release the heels, slip the right ankle in front of the left, so you're in crisscross leg shape. And you're gonna rise up for a crisscross boat pose. So inhale, lift up, pull the knees in towards the chest, extend your arms forward, and then exhale, squeeze the inner thighs together, extend the legs forward. Pull navel to spine, round the lower back into the mat. Again, inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Lift, in. Little light core, Exhale, lower. And this time hold and start to scissor your legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next time right ankle is on top, pause, rise all the way up, take a deep breath, and then place your feet down. Okay, so the right toes are facing forward, as is the right knee. We're gonna stand up on that right leg for one-legged Tadasana. So take the weight forward, ground the foot, bring the knee in towards the chest, and you can hold the knee with your left hand, bring your right hand to your hip, and try to find lifting and lengthening through the spine. Helpful, squeeze right glute to sole of right foot. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, hands to heart, and draw the left knee out on the diagonal. So it's like you're opening, it's like the hip is on a hinge, which essentially it is, and it's opening out to the left like a hovering tree. Then go again, inhale through center, pull it in, stabilize right side, right ankle, exhale, open. Whew. One more, inhale, pull it in, and exhale, open. Now you're in an external rotation, you're gonna breathe in, exhale, figure 4, left ankle, right knee, send your butt back and your chest forward. So the butt goes back, the chest goes forward, the inner thighs hug together. If you want to take an arm balance here, of course, I'm not really workshopping it in this little class, but you're welcome for 3, for 2, for 1. Okay, the next pose is half moon. For those of you that can't access Chapasana, you can leave it out. But if you want to check this out or try this, you'll take the left hand to the left ankle, draw your hand, your right one down slightly on the diagonal, pick up the left leg, and it's such a nice release. Open up. My mic might fall, but it seems okay. And then stack and open that left hip right on top of the right. So that same feeling of squeezing the heel in with the hand, pressing the ankle back into the hand, making space through the left shoulder, making space through the right shoulder, breathing and holding. 3, 2, 1. Carefully extend the left leg. Half moon. We've done this so many times in different ways. So light up outer glute to outer foot. One more breath. And then slow step into a 5-pointed star. So heels in, toes out, arms up and above the head for the inhale. Sorry to be facing away from you. Exhale, bend your knees, take a deep horse pose, thinking deeply into the shape here. Heels are in, toes are out. Maybe little pulses. We're gonna hold just for 3 more breaths. Inhale, warrior 2 to the top of your mat on your exhale. So over the line of the left knee, extend your arms out to straight. Firm down through your feet, open up through your collarbones. We're going to give that left knee a little bit of a break now. So root into the right foot, straighten your left leg, reverse your triangle, take a nice deep breath in here, open up through the left side. And then exhale, extended side angle. So forearm comes to the thigh. Or you've got a block, you can bring the block underneath the left hand inside of the left foot. And then sweep the right arm up and over the ear. So feel, again, the rotation, right ribs to left. That deep opening into your inner left groin. One more breath in there. Stay for your exhale. Okay, from here we're going to breathe in. On your exhale, draw your right hand down onto its block. You can swivel to the ball of your left foot. And then we're going to move into horizons lunge. So bring the left foot into the center of the mat. Sink your right hip down, left hand towards the extended leg. And then just feel into that for a moment. Big stretch in the right side body. And then if you can, bend your right knee and sit all the way onto your buttocks. Left knee is stacking on top of the right for cow face pose, now seated. I like to play with different shapes, with different, same shapes, different center of gravity. Because we get to revisit the pose, the same awareness in the pose in different ways. So can you squeeze your inner thighs together here? Lift and lengthen the crown. Okay, we'll lift the arms up. And then on your exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over. So you're gonna And really feel into that outer right hip now. Big stretch. Relax left ear down towards the left shoulder. Breathe. 2, 1. Squeeze your inner thighs, reach your sit bones, take a deep breath, lift the arms up. And then exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over. Just go to the other side. Okay, now we're going to move, and we're going to continue to move in this direction. So you're going to breathe in, and then move to Prasarita, facing the other direction on the exhale. So left hand will come down, lift up as you unswivel your legs. Take a halfway lift, nice moment here as you fold deep and down inside the line of the legs. So you can draw your hands under your shoulders. From the outer blades of the feet, lift the inner arches. Any variations here? For 2 more breaths. Try to equalize your weight distribution between the heels and the balls of the feet. Okay, halfway lift the chest, hands under shoulders, breath in, and then turn back towards your lizard lunge on your exhale. This time extend the left arm forward. You're going to firm the left foot, move forward and backwards on the ball of the right foot. Take an inhale, and then on the exhale, lift your hips slightly, firm the right hand down, and see if you can take the right foot towards the left hand, but inner thighs lifting. And then take it back. Inhale, and then exhale, reach it through. If you can only do it 1 time, sit down, that's fine. 1 more, take it back, reach the arm forward, take a deep breath in, and then exhale, take the foot forward, hold, and sit your butt all the way down. Okay. Left leg is going to bend, come into like a half cross-legged seat. Right foot, right leg, we're going to take into a seated pigeon. You're going to pull the inner blade of the foot in line with the sternum, lift and lengthen out through the crown of the head. Couple of breaths here. Long spine, so you're using the paraspinal muscles to lift up. The muscles that line the spine to start strengthening and lengthening up. Breathe. And then on your exhale here, we're going to guide. You could have of course taken compass pose there, which you're going to take the right ankle on top of the left knee for Agni Stambhasana. Okay, so it's fine if the knee is lifting up, the right knee. It's normal. It's a deep hip opener. A way you can kind of guide it down without forcing is start to move your right buttocks back and then your left buttocks back. It's like you're inserting the femurs, the heads of the femur bones into the hip sockets. Then maybe take the buttocks and peel it up and away. And then from here, you can either stay upright if that's enough, or place your hands on your blocks if you need them. You can take your elbows down and then just be in the pose. Squeeze your inner thighs together, lengthen the crown. Again, allow yourself to be taken in by sensation. So where you feel it, go there with your awareness. See if you can relax and soften. But keep the toes active, the ground, the buttocks rooted. Slight adduction of inner thighs. 1 more breath in. This is the last little piece in the sequence puzzle. Stay for the eggs. Good, and then slowly lift up. Now we're going to take it back through Chaturanga, through a vinyasa. So let's bring the right ankle in front of the left. If you want to practice this, you can bring your blocks outside your outer thighs, firm your palms down, lift your buttocks. Firm your palms down, maybe lift your legs, and then maybe shoot it back. So if you want to sort of add on, my blocks were a little bit wide there. If you want to add on, you can move through a Chaturanga. And then obviously up dog, knees down or up. Open the chest like a little rinse cycle. Just allow yourself to reset. And then exhale up and back into your downward facing dog. Take a deep, deep breath in. And a complete breath all the way out. One more like that. Deep breath in. And complete breath out. Okay, let's move to the other side. Balls of feet, we rise up, breathe in. Knees to pop down in tabletop position, breathe out. Find a cow pose on your inhale, lift and curl your ears back, plug your palms down. Exhale, ground your hands, lift and curl up into a hovering cat. Hands down, feet down, knee lifts up, the left one, height of the hip, inhale. Exhale, extend the leg on the diagonal. Inhale, straighten right leg, left knee, left elbow, tap and hold. Exhale, right knee bends, left leg extends. Inhale, knee to elbow, curl, straighten right knee. Exhale, right knee bends, left leg extends. One more, left knee towards the left elbow. You can always hook an arm balance here if you want. Hold 3, 2, 1. Left foot on top of the block and right hand onto its block. And then lift and open the left arm up. So easy twisting lunge just for a moment, finding space in the collarbones. You can always move forward and backward slightly. Lighting up behind the back of the right knee. Inhaling here, and then exhale, pop the right knee to the mat, and then bend the right knee like you're flexing the hamstrings, squeezing heel to buttocks, bend the left elbow, and then just draw elbow in direction of heel. Open up the chest. Again, if you want, stay here or hand to heel, and heel into hand. So you're creating quite a conscious co-contraction there. One more breath. Slow release, guides the left arm over the ear, left palm comes down, and then shift the hips back. Firm the left heel onto your block and gently tug it back. So as we firm the heel into the block and gently tug it back, you'll feel how the hamstrings are working there. And you're not just sort of dumping into your flexibility, but we're creating tone, tonality, and strength. Foot 2. For 1, let's return to the lizard lunge. Shift your right shin parallel to the top or back of your mat. Left hand inside of the block, lean the support. So this is you're creating like a stable column here. You're gonna lean outer shoulder into inner knee, tuck the tailbone, and then sweep the arm up and over the ear. So making space through the right side body. Baby extended side angle. Okay, firm the left foot, rise up into like a baby warrior 2. Take a deep breath in. Nice place to tuck the tailbone a little bit. Nice place to hug the femur bone deep inside the hip socket, but also stretch the skin from groin to knee. Breathing in here. Breathing out, go back. So right hand comes down, left foot steps off the block, toes turn in to match up with the knee. You can take the right hand out on the diagonal slightly so that you can really stabilize there. Shoulder away from ear. And then we're going to move into that fallen triangle variation. So grip the mat, right hand, left foot, right knee squeezes towards the left. Then right knee comes towards the elbow. And then the leg extends on the diagonal, maybe hover it 3, 2, 1, place it down and rebound up and open into your fallen triangle. Maybe even open your throat. Nice breath in here. Exhale, go down with your left hand to the back of your mat. Take a moment there. Maybe sink the outer right hip to the right palm, finding a little moment in a ITB release. And then slowly, consciously lift up and open. Right leg up to the ceiling, down dog splits. Open the hip, bend the knee. And if you did on the other side, enjoy a flip of the dog here. So lift the hips, open up the chest. For 2. And 1. Slowly, carefully. Right knee, right elbow. Prep for half pigeon. Press the mat away. Round your upper back. Right knee to the left. Inhale. To the right. X. To the left. In. To the right. X. To the left. In. To the right. Hold. And half pigeon. Yay. Release. And relax. We're going to take About 3 or so breaths here. Maybe a few more might be needed. See if you can soften a little bit. I'm staying upright so I can speak, but of course if you needing or wanting to go deeper or find any variations, then do so. Okay, now we're going to do our little Jane Fonda-esque exercise now. So lean onto the right forearm, onto the right hip, slowly slip onto the inner blade of that left foot so that your hip starts to externally rotate, and then again lift the leg. So lift the leg, extend from outer glute to outer heel, and then inhale, rise up. So squeeze left thigh over the right, heel hooks to hover outside of the right knee, and again inhale, extend. You can get a little more active each time. Exhale, round, lift up. Inhale, extend. Active feet, and then exhale, rise up. Long spine, squeeze the inner thighs together, and then place the foot outside of the knee, right away, right elbow, left knee, twist and gaze over the left shoulder. Lengthen up through the spine. Holding and breathing. Try to rotate right ribs to the left. You can even try to firm the sacral plate slightly forward and see if that helps you lengthen your spine. 2 and 1. Gaze over the right shoulder and then move into your figure 4 here. So left ankle above the right knee. You can scooch your right buttocks as close to your right heel as you can get it. And then it's that slow, deliberate lay down. So come first to the forearms. Take hold of the outer blade of the left foot with the left hand. Lay on your back and open the left leg out to the side. Right leg goes in a half Baddha Konasana. Okay, and then see if you can pull the outer edge of the foot down with the hand and then press the foot back into the hand. So you're creating stability, a little bit of tension, so that as we open into the groins and the hip, we're also strengthening around the joints. One more breath. Stay for that exhale. Release the hand from the foot. Keep the leg where it is. Little challenge. And then match the right side to the left side. Okay, now let's start. Left thigh over the right. Inhale. Exhale, extend, open the legs, and then right thigh over the left, Gomukhasana shape. Inhale, squeeze the inner thighs. Exhale, open. Inhale, cross. You can try to sneak the heels a little further apart from each other. Exhale, open. Right thigh over the left to hover. Inhale, squeeze. And exhale, open. This time, left thigh over the right, hold it. And then hook a reclined Gomukhasana here. So again, you're going to hold the heels of the calf muscles, pull the heels apart, but squeeze the inner thighs together. Soften your face. Breathe into that outer left glutes, getting a nice stretch. One more breath. Okay, now release the hands from the heels and slip the left ankle on top of the right. You're going to rise to bent knee, crisscross Navasana. Inhale, that is a mouthful. Pull the thighs in, shoulders back. Breathe in. Exhale, extend the legs, squeeze your inner thighs. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Navel to spine. Curl the lower back into the mat and cross for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left ankle in front. Rise up, breathe in, and ground your feet. Okay, this time it's the left toes pointing forward. You're standing on the left foot, so watch the toes, knees, same direction because you're weight bearing there. And then root down to rise all the way up. Right knee into the chest for a wind relieving pose, or one-legged Tadasana. Notice how the tailbone tucks so that the crown can rise. Now, see if you can use that hip flexor to keep the knee where it is. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale on the diagonal, knee to the side. Inhale through center. Exhale, open. Stabilize left glute, left ankle. Center on the in. Exhale, open, hold. Right ankle, left knee. Sit back into figure 4. Again, you can take a flying squirrel, whatever it's called, flying figure 4, or just get nice and deep into your hips and extend the crown of the head forward. 2, 1. Again, you can just take half moon or right hand to right ankle. Keep it low as you slip into Chipasana. So the heel's going to squeeze to the bum, and then you're going to use that action to open the shoulder a little bit, and then maybe lean the left ear towards the left pinky. It'll help you stabilize. And you can stay here for as long as you can stay here. Maybe one more big breath. Again, then super slow, like use all the activations we've been activating and extend the leg to straight. Half moon pose. Maybe even the arm follows along. Take a deep breath in and then see where you're going. So see the shape in your head and then land in that shape, which is a horse pose, slowly. Heels and toes out, hands to heart. Okay, now ground through the feet, lift through the crown. It's 2 more breaths here. Okay, it's warrior 2 the top of the mat. So take an inhale, warrior 2 over the right leg. So you can sort of align as you transition and then get nice and deep into your hips, gazing over the right fingertips. And again, feel how we can hug in, femur to hip socket, and then stretch the skin from the groin towards the knee. Flip the palm, reverse your triangle, big stretch back. Inhaling, and then exhaling into your extended side angle. So maybe the hand comes inside of the foot or the forearm to the thigh. Choose your own little adventure there. Feel how nice and warm and open and stable you feel in your hips. One more big breath. Breathe into it. Stay for that exhale. Good, inhaling. Exhale, touch the left hand down. Now moving into horizons on this side now. So to the ball of the left foot, and then wiggle the right foot through the center. Sink that outer left hip down. Reach your right hand to the back of the mat. And then sit all the way down onto your outer right hip. Left hip, excuse me. Right knee comes to stack on top of the left. Again, excuse my back. Right knee's on top of the left, Gomukhasana. Firm your outer blades of your feet down and squeeze your inner thighs together. Lift your left arm up, breathe in. Right hand down and side bend over towards the back of your mat. Knit through your lower ribs, so connect your core, root your sit bones, rise up on your inhale, arms up and alongside your ears. Exhale to the other side, left hand down, right arm up and over. A big breath in here. And then right hand down, move into Prasarita Padottanasana. Continue to lift up and turn toes and heels out, and then fold and bow down. So in just a moment to feel the symmetrical opening through the backs of both legs, the grounding through your feet. Okay, it's a halfway lift on inhale. Extend the crown out of the tailbone, and then exhale back to your lizard lunge now over the right side. Okay, you're going to take a deep breath in here. And then on your exhale, reach your right arm forward. And then this time, left foot towards the right hand. So you've got to bend your right knee as you go. And then see if you can step it back. So we're just working nice and slow. Round your upper back a little bit. Lift your hips high so you've got space. And then take it up on the diagonal. One more, step it back. Breath in and breath out. Take it forward. Lift the inner thigh and sit all the way down. Okay, this time your right knee will bend. And we'll take hold of the outer edge of the left foot for a seated half pigeon. So it's quite a strong shape here. Of course, if you were to choose your own adventure, you could go into compass pose from this position. We've actually quite nice and warm for that. Otherwise, you're just bringing the inner blade of the foot in line with the sternum, lifting and finding length in your spine. Just prepping for our last pose in the sequence, which is Agni Stambhasana. So when you're ready, place the left ankle on top of the right knee. Try to get your right shin parallel to the front. Squeeze the inner thighs as if you've got a block between the inner thighs and you were holding it there. And then one at a time, move the buttocks back. And the pelvic ball will tilt forward slightly and you'll be able to maybe access the pose a little deeper. And then any variation here of Agni, you can rest your head on a block, you can stay upright, you can do what we did on the other side, which was to get the forearms onto the blocks. Hips down, heart forward. Take 3 breaths, breathe into the sensations arising. Okay, let's rise up. You can practice that little jump through, if you want. Left ankle in front of the right. Bring your hands under your upper outer thighs. Press down to lift up. I'm going to try and get my blocks a little narrower this time. Press down to lift up. Yeah, this is where I got to get them right. And then see if you can jump back maybe. Up dog to down dog. Any way that you like. All right, and then find your down dog and just see if you can feel the space that you've made, the kind of strength and awareness that you've made. We're going to get to the top of the mat for our first high mountain, essentially. So firm your hands down onto your blocks and forward. All right, so the balls of the feet, take a deep breath in, bend your knees and your bellies to your thighs. So now you can jump into Malasana, or you can practice a bunch of bunny hops where you're trying to squeeze your heels in towards your buttocks. Maybe it's not working for me today. Find a little handstand and then just land in Malasana, hands to heart last time. Take a deep breath and lift your crown. Exhale, stay. Feet on the ground, arms up through a high mountain. Take a deep breath in. Let's take a side bend, left hand down, right arm up and over, just to feel a little bit more space before we close the practice. And then lift the arms up. Tuck the tail, exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over. And then arms rise up, take a deep breath in. Exhale back down into your Malasana here. Option, hands onto your blocks. Bakasana, you can get there quite easily with your hands on your blocks, squeezing your heels towards your buttocks. Feel all those connections. The hamstrings working, the outer glutes working. Breathing in, and then maybe take it back, chaturanga. Up dog to down dog for the last time. Fully in with your breath. And fully out, let it go. All right, we rise to the feet. You look forward, breathe in. Step or float all the way through to a seat. And yeah, move your blocks out the way. I'm gonna keep one handy though. And then from here, you're going to take your feet just briefly into a little Baddha Konasana, just so we can get some even opening through the hips. You can bring your hands to your outer feet. I quite like to have a block between the balls of the feet. And then just take a moment to fold in and down. So forward fold's always so important for regulating the heart rate. for cueing the parasympathetic nervous system to do its good work. And really important for closing our practice. So just take a couple more moments here. Okay. All right, when you're ready, when you feel ready, squeeze the feet into the block. If you've got it, lift up. Help your knees come to close, and then slowly we're going to lay on the back. So scooch the heels, the buttocks towards the heels. Keep your one block handy, and from there, just ground the feet. Nice neutrality through the hips. Lift into just a gentle bridge pose. So feet firm down and forward. Lift your hips high up, chest high to chin. And then from here, you're going to take your block and you're just going to place it underneath your sacrum. Just flat would be perfect. So just take a couple more moments just to feel the outer glutes working, lifting the chest. Okay, big breath. And then on your exhale, slowly start to curl the tailbone down, down, and let it rest on that block. Okay, right knee into chest. You can also take a little cushion or a foam block underneath your sacrum. Or if you have nothing, that's fine too. But then once you get here, see if you can extend the left leg long, heel in, toe out slightly, and just get a nice stretch through that left hip flexor as you pull the thigh towards the chest. Okay, and then change. Bend your left knee, ground your left foot, ground your right foot. Take a moment in the supported bridge, and then bring your left knee into your chest and extend your right leg out. So nice, again, nice extension there through the right hip flexor. Okay, and then from here, you can keep the left knee in the left hand, bring the right knee into the right hand, bringing both knees into the chest, and then just take a couple moments to roll out the hips. So you're taking these gentle circles, each hand to each knee. And as you inhale, split the knees and take them forward and together. As you exhale, bring them back into your chest. And just take a couple more rounds in that direction. Notice that the tailbone rounds and the lower back rounds as the knees come to the chest. And then a little bit of space opens up as the knees go further away. Keeps navel pulling to spine, just to protect the lower back. Okay, next time knees come into the chest, pause. And then inhale, take the knees forward and together. Exhale, split them out to the side. And just take a couple circles in the other direction. Okay, when you're ready, you can extend both legs up to the ceiling. Maybe flick out the legs, maybe roll out the wrists, little gravity hug moment here. And then when you're ready, ground the feet. Spin both legs out in front of you. Keep the block under the sacrum for a moment and just feel that. It could be a really great place for Shavasana. Maybe just for a moment. Feeling that sensation in your lower body, all the fresh, oxygenated cells, space and warmth. And then when you're ready, you can welcome to stay there, or you can ground your feet, let your knees knock in, remove the block, and take a couple moments in constructive rest. There's also a moment here to windshield the legs from side to side, really unwinding as feels appropriate in your body. But do take a moment to rest and integrate all of that movement into a soft stillness. Shavasana. And please stay and enjoy that space as long as you need. And thank you so, so much for joining to practice with me today. Namaste.